Purpose. Ideate. Innovate. Enable.
Exemplary thinkers and individuals have the power to change the world, and the Entrepreneur of the Year 2014 recognized and honored such luminaries who have made a mark with their ideas and determination.
Well, those were the highlights of the coveted EY Entrepreneur of the Year 2014 awards. All the winners this year are an inspiration in themselves, and to pay tribute to their triumphs, we bring to you a very special series called Passion to Win, presented by EY, which chronicles the success stories of these innovative game changers. In the first of our 4 episodes, we bring you 3 remarkable achievers who've scaled global heights through their sheer grit and determination. Let's take a look.
Born into a middle-class family in Hubli, Ajit Prabhu took his first step into entrepreneurship when he was in the 8th standard.
So we're in a middle-class family, so we did not have a car or any vehicles. And as a children, as a mechanical, I think maybe I'm kind of tuned towards automobiles. So I was quite fascinated with cars, And so I would see in the neighborhood my friends, they lived in a family which had like cars. So one day I asked my mom about, hey, why don't we have a car? And this was, I was still in the 5th grade. And so my mom said, hey, that's not for us, it's for rich people, So, and then I asked her, why are we not rich, So then her linkage was, no, if you have to be rich, it's you have to be in business. And so then the next question is, why are we not doing the business? So I kind of linked very early on to have my desire to own a car. You got to be rich. You got to be rich means you got to do business. So that linkage got established very early on. And it happens that her brother was also in business, and he was selling incense sticks, and he had a car as well. So I kind of linked to, if you have a business selling incense sticks, you could own a car. And this is, of course, I'm in 5th grade, mind you. And so I ended up asking my parents to, let me start a business of incense sticks. And in the 8th grade was the first business that I got exposed to, was selling incense sticks. Every aspect of the business, I loved it. So ever since, I wanted to be in business. And only that aspiration went on increasing more and more as I aged. And then I went to the States in 1992. And I got a couple of more master's degrees in mechanical engineering and biomedical engineering. And then I, by chance, ended up with a job in General Electric as a contractor. And when I joined GE, that gave me that perfect opportunity where there was absolutely a need, and I knew that I could do a lot better than other competitors who were there.
While working with GE, Ajit Prabhu found an interesting business opportunity.
One day I ended up in meeting my manager at GE, where he was sitting with lots of resumes on his desk, where he had to sift through them to see whom he wants to hire to do the work. And we had a lot of work at GE at that time, so we didn't have enough engineers. So he made a comment, hey, these local service providers here, they don't exactly take time to understand what I need, and they just give me all the resumes that they can collect from the universities. So then I said, I realized that, I know exactly what he needs, and then I can go through all that and give him the good engineers that he needs. And so with that thought, I talked to him one day, saying, hey, why don't I start a company here and then give you the engineers that you need, because I know what you need. So he gave me a good advice at that time, hey, don't do anything like that, you're good in GE, be here, one day you'll become a manager, things will be all right for you. And so I decided not to, 6 months goes by, and I had a bug in my mind. I want to do it. And so one fine day I communicated to him that, I'm starting a business, and that's how the quest started.
But Ajit Prabhu's journey was not a smooth one.
business grew from very quickly from a first year $300,000 to $20 million in a matter of 5 years. And out of that, 80% of the revenue came from General Electric. And then 2003 bubble happened, Enron, and our biggest customer was GE Power Systems within GE. And then the following year, those orders dried up from $16-17 million. The GE cut down the orders to about $6 million. And so we had prepared the organization to grow from 20 to 28, but instead of that, we went from 20 to 14. And that was like a massive impact on the organization's psyche, because until to that point, we never saw shrinking. Only thing that we knew was how to grow. And so that is the only year in the history of the company we lost money, and that was a traumatic year for us. And I would say that was actually a turning point as well, is that the business started thinking about what it takes to build a scalable company, how to the diversification is important, and you can't put all your eggs into one basket. And then put a very structured the growth plan for the organization. So actually our vision to build a $100 million business by 2010, from 2005 to 2010, got developed at the time of the crisis. And that's the time when the management team all got together and then charted the organization to become $100 million business. We currently service customers in power generation, oil and gas, aero engines, aerospace defense, and transportation and healthcare. These are the 6 key verticals for the company.
Today, Quest has more than 7,200 employees in 29 centers spread all over the world. And for Ajit Prabhu, the best is yet to come.
I fundamentally believe that the business has to grow around your core, which is our customer. So customer is a core part of our strategy. So it's one of our culture pillars, it's our core values. And so when we enter into a new domain or you go into a new geography, it always circled around meeting a need of our existing customer. So we work with our customer to establish the plans to go into a new country and help them. Today we have close to 7,200 people. Out of that, about 5,000 people are here in India, so distributed mainly between 3 centers, Bangalore, Trivandrum, and Belgaum. And we have about 1,300 people in US and another 800 people in Europe, distributed between UK, Germany, Spain, and Italy. So, and this year we are doing about $275 million in revenue, which is organic revenue. So, and recently we completed the acquisition, including that will be around $320 million in a revenue size. We have an exciting plan for we do like a 5-year annual 5-year cycle planning, and so we recently launched our 5-year plan, 2020 vision, and it's quite exciting. So we want to build an organization which employs 20,000 people, and there's no scarcity of opportunity. So we want to scale that to 20,000, and the number of offices will scale from 30 to 90. And we want to continue our path of building the diversification of offering our services to all these clients, the different services that we're in, and build a $1.2 billion company. So the goal is to build a $1 billion plus organization by 2020. So I'm a big believer of learning. Learning is, I think, is key. It never stops. So probably the best university that I've attended is Quest. I've still not graduated, so there is still a lot of lessons to learn.
Well, this dynamic chairman and CEO of the Diversified Product Development Solutions company, Quest Global, was conferred the Entrepreneur of the Year Services Award by EY.
The Global Services category winner is Ajit Prabhu of Quest Global.
From services to startups, we bring you to the blockbuster tale of a dynamic duo who revolutionized online shopping in India. But all this after a very snappy break.